Welcome to episode. All right. Welcome to episode 4 of the 1977 Corvette restoration. In this episode, we're going to focus on the headlight brace repair. Now, if you remember in episode 1, I had talked about the headlights hitting the body and they won't go up. And the reason why is because the headlight brace, that's kind of like technically the headlight support bar that holds the headlights in, has separated from the fiberglass above it. And so what it does is it causes the body to hit the headlights as they're trying to come up, and they won't be able to actually go up all the way. And so what it has caused is a bunch of scrapes in the front end of the car. We don't want that when we're going to go paint the car. So that's definitely something that was a top priority to get fixed. The reason for the delay in getting it done was trying to figure out how to get the headlights out. So in order to do this properly, you have to put panel bonding adhesive on the inside at the front of the hood and then behind the headlights. Also, you want to make sure it's clamped down properly. So we had to find a way to get the headlights out, which apparently is a big pain in the butt to be able to do. So we actually will show you a trick on being able to just take the headlights down below their stock position, and then you'll be able to get panel bonding adhesive on the inside and then also be able to clamp it down as well. Let's take a look. Okay, so we had a hell of a time getting this sucker out here. We spent about the past hour, I'd say, trying to figure out how to get this headlight to come down enough so that we can basically get the glue in here so that we can put this all back together before we prime it. So we'll show you how we did it on this headlight. Basically, we need to take the headlights out. Step 1 is finding your tools. Obviously, first you got to take that cover off, which that's pretty easy. I think it's like so 4 bolts. 1 here, 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 and on that side. But basically, we take the headlights out, 3 bolts on each side. Take them out. Then we need to get that dowel pin out. And in order to get that dowel pin out, we got to take the springs out on the bottom side. And then there's a cotter pin. Hopefully that dowel pin will come out. There's one. And there's 2. And then there's a cotter pin right here. 1 cotter pin. There is a washer behind that. And now the whole thing will come right out. Oh, watch out for these nylon bushings here. You gotta make sure to save these. Get that out. There's that pin there. Now basically the actuator is free to move by itself, which is what we want. Now we have to go underneath, and there are 4 bolts that hold the actuator on. Hopefully I can film that for you. So we are going in from the grill, and you can see there's these 4 bolts. There's 2 on this side, and then there's 2 on this side. And they are a little bit of a pain, especially these top ones up there. So grab the longest extension you got. Yeah. Ow! She bit me.
What?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You need to be out of your way for your safety. There's 1. I think these top ones you have to get with a ratchet, though. I don't think you can do it with this crazy contraption I got going on here. Use a ratchet. Actually, so step 1 is buy a lift, go broke, then not be able to work on your car. Alright, now with the 4 bolts out, I didn't show that last part because that last part took us about 20 minutes to get one of them bolts on the top out. This should, well, first let's get that hose off. That's off. There's the inside that you gotta get. Now, the whole assembly should just pop right out. Alright, actually route, I think, is to take this bolt out here, and this kind of holds the headlight to that spring-loaded bracket assembly that the actuator rides on. So we have to take this giant nut out here, and you can just use a crescent wrench. Now this headlight's going to want to come down now, because it's not going to be attached. Should be a little nylon bushing in there as well. Make sure you keep with it. Keep it from squeaking. If my calculations are correct, you should be able to bring this spring assembly down, bring the headlight down, and she just dropped right down like that. And that is all you need to basically repair, because now we should be able to get in there enough with panel bonding adhesive. But that's basically how you do it.
And the best part of it is, all you gotta do is watch the damn thing in reverse so you can put it back together.
So now I'm just running through this with a little bit of 40 grit and paint stick. Clean the area up. Basically, there's a video by TheCorvette Ben who did 3M panel bonding adhesive. You have to buy a 2-stage epoxy and then use an applicator gun, and that's the best stuff to use. I would recommend doing that. However, it's about $120 for that kit. Me being a cheapskate, I went ahead and just bought the good old-fashioned JB Weld. Now, I've tried to look at the other ones, all the different kinds. They got quick weld, plastic weld, marine weld, steel weld, flush weld, anything. This says it'll work with metal, fiberglass, plastic, wood, concrete, whatever, and it is a epoxy-based product. So I don't recommend this. I'm going to try it. If it works, it works. And then there you go. Then you can save yourself. I mean, this was $15 for a big thing of it.
And if it don't work,
It's not my fault. Not my fault. I'm not held responsible for what you do. You do what you do with your car. Whatever. The key is, though, is trying to get it in all these spots here. And I don't have like a syringe to put it in, so it'll probably be, well, we'll have to put on like little paint sticks or popsicle sticks or something to try to wedge it in on the inside here and just try to goop it up as much as we can. What'd you say?
don't use the wife's turkey baster, it'll piss her off.
Don't use the, yes. So now with everything down, you're able to see inside there, and you can see how separated that is on the inside. That is pretty bad. And you can see it's like, I mean, right here. All that is separation. Oh man, look at that. That's perfect spot right there that'll show you how separated it is. That is tremendously separated. So you do not have to take the headlights all the way out. It is preferred, but it's such a pain in the butt getting them out that, you know, it's up to your discretion if you want to go that extra mile. Doing it this way with just taking the headlights partially down just so that they go down further than their stock position is probably the best we're going to get right now. All right, so now it's Paul's chemistry school.
2 equal parts of this stuff here.
Stuff.
Okay, are we ready for the moment of truth?
Now we're ready for the moment of truth, Paul. Gosh, that looks like Nutella, but expired.
You gonna try it before we put it on your car?
Mm-hmm. Tastes good.
Okay, here goes nothing.
obviously we're using that block of wood there in the center to pry it up so that we have extra room to work with, obviously. Is that right out of the radiator?
Yeah.
So basically we're gonna let this dry overnight.
Now this shit dries.
Yeah, that's what I thought, you son of a gun. And let this stuff dry overnight and we're gonna find out if it holds tomorrow. So we will let you know. Again, the real test will be going over rumble strips on the road. See if they'll pop, you know. All right, we're at the moment of truth. Let's see if it works. Alright, what's it look like? Looks like she's holding it.
Oh, caught me.
Banged on the door.
What was that?
I think we might be alright. The key though is this one was rubbing too. And it's not looking like it's rubbing anymore. Well, we can only hold that hopes. We can only hope that that holds.
I can't see.
Oh, geez, you're still here? Oh man, I don't know how you stay till the end of these videos. I swear. But since you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this type of content, make sure to subscribe, give it a like, throw me a comment. I love the feedback. And make sure to stay tuned for more episodes. We're really making progress now.